Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Disney gave us some of the craziest crossover episodes in history, from Ben 10 meeting Galarex to Batman fighting the Ninja Turtle. Let's jump straight into the best cartoon crossover ever.
These are the best cartoon crossovers in history, and today
Which
we're
one
going over
did we
13 episodes that combined the most popular cartoons there are to give us a once-in-a-lifetime experience, starting with the crossover that puts two superhero teams against each other. Teen Titans Go versus Powerpuff Girls.
I definitely like this one. I don't know why, but it was so perfect for them to have Teen Titans and Powerpuff Girl in one episode.
So this episode appeared in Season 3 of the Teen Titans, and it starts in Townsville, where Mojo Jojo is planning to use genetically enhanced battle monkeys to attack the city, because that's what he does. And the Powerpuff Girls, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup break into his lab, with Buttercup unplugging the monkeys, stopping his plans. So he decides to do something else.
This is definitely normal. Mojo always get his stuff blown up, or he always get something tear at him.
I, Mojo Jojo, carry out my cybernetically enhanced battle monkey plan. In another dimension, Mojo Jojo have discovered where superheroes do not care about stopping villains. Mojo out!
His destination, of course, is Jump City with none other than the Teen Titans. And Mojo Jojo was right on the money because Cyborg and Beast Boy wanted to join.
This one was actually perfect for him because he could use Cyborg and Beast Boy and use them to help him take over the world. They didn't really understand what he was trying to do.
The army. And when the Powerpuff Girls arrive, the rest of the Teen Titans basically treat them like little babies.
And you've come here
they
for
are
our
actually
help
like little babies
because you are tiny, helpless babies.
No! We're superheroes!
That's right, you are.
You can be anything you want when you grow up.
Y'all saw a Powerpuff Girl. Y'all treat them like a baby. For me, hey, treat them like a baby. Cause that's how they look.
But that comment was understood as a challenge to the Teen Titans, who quickly made the whole thing into a competition. All of this while Cyborg and Beast Boy make a monkey army along with Mojo Jojo. I won't do the voice this time. Blossom went up against Robin, Bubbles against Starfire, and Buttercup went against Raven. Ironically, the girls won every time, which wasn't taken very well.
We just won your dumb competition.
It wasn't a competition.
How very immature.
I think the girl thought it was competition, but the Titans really didn't see it as a competition and didn't really give any effort to win.
Sure. What do you expect? They're babies.
Luckily, Cyborg and Beast Boy modified the monkeys to be dance monkeys, neutralizing the plan. So Mojo Jojo imprisons the two to act as bait for the heroes. Robin can hear the Powerpuff Girls and
yes! The Powerpuff Girls are no more!
Wrong Powerpuff Girls.
You're not the Powerpuff Girls?
No, but we are. Surprise!
And so the day was saved. No thanks to the Teen Titans, sorry. This collab was definitely crazy, guys, but we're just getting started. We got a lot more recognizable crossovers in this video. But this next crossover that put two boys together who are literally opposites of each other. The crossover I'm talking about is the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour trilogy. Before Infinity War, we had this. 20 years ago, yes, 20 years ago, there was a special series crossover between Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, and the Fairly Odd Parents. It blended together their styles and showed how the characters would interact with each other. First, we were taken to Fairly Odd Parents, where Timmy was struggling with a science project that he needed done as soon as possible. So he would do what any boy with two fairy godparents would do.
Yeah, what any two boys with fairy godparents do? They'll go and wish up some type of like thing to get the project done.
And wished to go to the best lab in the universe. The only issue was that took him out of his own world and into the lab of a boy scientist. But Jimmy was too busy with an experiment of his own, and let's just say that he wasn't too thrilled about finding Timmy. When they fought, though, Jimmy accidentally used a wand that transported him to the world of Fairly Odd Parents instead. After getting rid of him, Timmy gets help from Sheen and Carl to figure out how stuff worked in his new environment. And that would go about as well as you would expect it to go.
Yeah, terrible.
And to make matters worse, Timmy messed with the science experiment that Jimmy was working on and turned Goddard.
Wait, what the science project that you were working on? Was it? I don't even know. Because it was some type of disc that Jimmy was trying to do that I couldn't really figure it out.
Jimmy's robotic dog into a monster from a video game he was playing, but he was kind of having the time of his life.
Have you met new small-headed Jimmy? You can call him New Jimmy for short.
This isn't Jimmy. This is one of his friends. One of his much cooler, better-looking friends. I love this universe!
But Jimmy, on the other hand, who is now 2D, was forced to go to Timmy's school and deal with the science project. And he had a tough time adjusting to Timmy's antics because there was one thing that Timmy didn't even consider when it came to his project.
You still have to do your science fair project, which you haven't even started.
I'm not Timmy Turner. And what do you mean he hasn't started yet? He invented this teleporting pen.
So none of y'all see the difference? I think people in both worlds are kind of slow and stupid.
He is a genius.
And the oh-so-eccentric Mr. Crocker, the evil professor, sets his sights on the teleporter and steals it. That's illegal. And in a turn of events, teleports himself and Jimmy to Fairy World. Back with Timmy, he manages to get Goddard under control.
For one, I gotta understand, what the reason with Crocker?
Woohoo! Yes! Victory is mine! Who says quitters never win? I'm the king of the world!
Jimmy, on the other hand, uses more scientific methods to reverse all the damage that Mr. Crocker did. Timmy stepped in to safely transport both of them back to their hometowns. And if you remember, there's 2 more episodes to this series. They did a whole trilogy, with the next one being called the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour 2. And this time, both boys try to get Cindy's attention for the Friday the 13th dance. So, Timmy
the first time I ever seen Jimmy actually got jealous of someone trying to take her. But Cindy really didn't like you like that. So why are you so jealous of somebody else finally getting her? Did you
special stop the retro
like her?
We made it! We're
Jimmy
in retro!
probably had a crush on Cindy for longest and never really liked Helen.
The fight between the boys, it results in Professor Calamitous, a major villain in Jimmy's universe, discovering the existence of Cosmo and Wanda. And when Jimmy and his friends used a portal to go to Dimsdale, Professor Calamitous followed them, and he unleases a surge of anti-fairies from Fairy World that threatens the rotation of Timmy's Earth, which doesn't go so well for anyone.
Every day will be Friday the 13th, and bad luck will rain down upon you in perpetuity. And it's all thanks to you and your friend Calamitous.
The 2 boys team together, and even though the process isn't smooth, they managed to suck all the anti-fairies into Jimmy's box using Timmy's net. And they teamed up against Professor Calamitous, who got accidentally fused together with the Fairy Commander. And in the last episode of this amazing trilogy, it's cinema, the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour 3, the Jerkinators. Yeah, that's a name. They fought a monster of their own making, which has absorbed Cosmo and Wanda's magic along.
Who in the right mind made something called Jerkinator? What? Y'all gotta pick a better name than just Jerkinators.
With Jimmy's intelligence. But all of it results in a good friendship between the boys as they become heroes in both of their worlds. But next we have a crossover that had a macho muscle flexing guy.
If you suddenly got teleported into your favorite 2D cartoon world like Timmy Turner did, which cartoon universe are you picking? And what's the first thing you do? Let me know in the comments below.
To the world of mysteries. The episode I'm talking about is Bravo Doobie-Doo. This one came right at the start of Johnny Bravo, appearing in season 1, and it brought Scooby-Doo and his gang along with it. It begins with Johnny's car breaking down while trying to visit his aunt, but
I've never actually seen Johnny Bravo world go into the Scooby-Doo world. I tell y'all, I thought this was never going to happen.
He's in luck because he's about to meet the gang.
She lives in this spooky house up on Widow's Peak.
Jinkies!
What y'all happy for?
Hey, gang.
Oh,
What do you
it's
say we
a
give this
mystery.
guy a lift?
Jenkins?
But he was in for the shock of his life because his aunt's house would appear deserted with no sign of her. Well, except for one creepy voice that boomed through the house.
You're not welcome here.
Scooby and Shaggy, they actually find the ghostly gardener inside a broom closet, but before the rest of the gang could catch up, the gardener had disappeared, leaving behind a flower-covered rake. So as they do, they split up and look for clues. But of course, Shaggy is the one who finds the gardener again, which he wasn't too thrilled about. An interesting chase and mystery solving later.
You gotta realize Shaggy and Scooby are like the punks in the game, and the rest are like the smart, brave, and cute one. I don't even know what Daphne is. Daphne's just cute. Something. Daphne like in between.
Deal was something no one would have seen coming.
What?
Hypnotist?
Have you?
It can't be.
Have no?
Who's that?
Alright, enough with the silly masks.
It was Johnny's aunt, Jebba Dizza, after all. That's a weird name. Who attempted to scare off Johnny because she thought he was an embarrassment to the family. To make it up to her, the gang would tie Johnny up to a tree and leave him there. But while this was a hilarious combination, this isn't even the best crossover, as there's an episode that tops even this at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around for that one. But let's talk about an episode that would bring the world of comics and cartoons together. Phineas and Ferb, Mission Marvel. This one was featured on the...
I remember this crossover. Marvel and the Phineas and Ferb world together. This, like, I think the first time Disney actually put Marvel with cartoon. I never expect Marvel to be in a cartoon.
On the 4th season of Phineas and Ferb, and a lot of heroes from Marvel make an appearance. It starts with Phineas, Ferb, Isabella, Baljeet, and Buford surfing on an asteroid belt in outer space, while Agent P confronts Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Now, before Perry destroys it, Doofenshmirtz's power drenator accidentally fires a beam that bounces off the kid's space station and hits none other than the Marvel team.
Destroy, and then when you get destroyed, all the suits from here,
it makes them lose their powers. And searching for them again, they end up in Danville. They first blame the two boys, but they obviously defend their innocence. On the other hand, Dr. Doofenshmirtz starts getting royal treatment from the villains because they thought he was an evil genius.
Technically, he is an evil genius, but he on like the more dumb side of evil genius. Cause he there, but he not always there. Evil villain. He's definitely not evil.
They quickly figure out just how incompetent he really is and attack the Google Plus Launch staff back with the boys in the team. They build a device to replicate the powers that were lost, but because of Candace, things become a bit messy.
Thor's got Spider-Man's powers. Spider-Man got Hulk's powers.
Yeah, I could get used to this.
I have a feeling heights. Could you please put us down?
The heroes, they try to fight the villains, but because of their powers being all mixed up, they're easily defeated and had to be rescued by Perry. Back in the boys' lab, there would be yet another mix-up because of Candace.
Oh, shut up. Otherwise, the gamma ray powers. Whoa. Who
Candace?
Candace, she gets told off and has her access taken away from her, while Doofenshmirtz creates a second, improved power...
Don't get too upset, too mad. You didn't. You messed up, Candace. You should actually pay attention to what Phineas and Ferb are trying to do.
Draininator, but he didn't quite factor in the villains who had plans of their own. They wanted to destroy the tri-state area with the power Draininator before using it to drain the powers of every other superhero and to take over the world. So Doof, he gets imprisoned along with Agent P, but escapes soon after and joins the heroes. And we get this fighting sequence.
Thanks.
Candace and Isabella, on the other hand, they go to outer space and retrieve the heroes' powers, and now with their powers, the fight, it's a cakewalk. The heroes leave, Candace doesn't get to bust her brothers as usual, and Doofenshmirtz feels good about saving his...
It was the first time she actually got to bust her brother.
Saw him do it. But you know what, Doof? We saw you are a hero in this house, end of story. And guys, really quick before we get to the next one, which is, if you would be so kind to maybe consider subscribing, because we just started this channel, so we're like a YouTube baby, and you like babies, right? It would be good if you just hit the button. But anyway, let's continue. The next episode we've got for you would also have a duo that couldn't be more different from each other, where a teenage superhero teams up with a little girl in search of her pet. The episode in question is none other than...
Grew up watching these iconic crossover episodes. Drop a like on the video and hit that subscribe button right now to join the Reaction LJ family. We're reacting to all the best nostalgic cartoon moments.
Kim Possible and Lilo and Stitch, y'all favorite cartoon show? To me, they're like, maybe like, Lilo and Stitch is #1 for me, and Kim Possible part like #2 or 3 for me. I can't pick which one.
Suggestion: an urgent email is sent to Kim.
Attention! Urgent matter! Safety of the world at stake! Need help ASAP!
Need help.
Send! Now all we have to do is wait for Kim to arrive.
Lilo is not happy about that, as she believes that they are fully equipped to handle the solution. So when Kim Possible, Ron Stoppable, and Rufus arrived at Lilo, they were shocked to find out that the world wasn't in danger, but still agreed to save Stitch. But it doesn't help that Lilo and Kim are both dismissive of each other. Meanwhile, Jumba mistakes Rufus for Experiment 607 called Launch and chases him around.
607? Called a launch?
Stop the Experiment 607!
Why he always gotta name the aliens with a number? Like, it's hard to like actually tell what alien you're talking about with them numbers. Like, give them names.
It's naked! Of course
He's naked! He's a naked mole rat!
Then we are taken to Stitch's kidnappers, Dr. Draken and Shigo, who have him in an underwater base, where they both prepare to clone him. When Kim goes out to find the base and rescue Stitch, she gets sucked into a current called the People Eater, that's a good name, and the usual happens. Eventually, Stitch and Kim are rescued from their prison by Lilo and Rufus, and they all escape the underwater base. Back on the beach, Jumba is still convinced that Rufus is Experiment 607, but Stitch proves him wrong.
Careful, 626. Experiment 607. Very dangerous.
Yeah.
Like a cousin. Mole rat!
Sure?
And they dance together before Kim goes on to return to her own show. Now, next, it's no secret that OKKO is filled with video game type characters, but there was one time where there was another infamous video game character that joined KO for a one-time special episode. The one I'm talking about is the episode called Let's Meet Sonic. This episode was featured in Season 3 of OKKO Let's Be Heroes, and it brought in the Blue Hedgehogs.
OKKO, we are OKKK show. Sorry for saying that. KKK. But, alright. It wasn't too bad. It's just, I don't know. Like, I like it, and then I didn't, but who can tell?
Sonic! KO loses his mind, and when Sonic says that he wants chili dogs from Gar's Bodega, it's revealed to be the villains Daryl and Jethro, oh boy, and Brad and Enid within a sack, causing a chase. They stop only at Boxmore, the lair of the evil Lord Boxman, who makes robots, who is not happy to see his minions.
Who is it? I said Blue Hedgehog, you dumb butts! These are just those plastic...
He hate his minions. Why? It's because his minions, like, know the task they gotta do, and instead, they, like, do the bare minimum of the task, or 50% of the task right, but he wants 100% of the task right, so that's why he hates them so much.
Bazatanes! Why do you want to capture Sonic the Hedgehog anyway? He doesn't even go here!
His plan, though, was to capture Sonic and use him to create an ultimate power supply, and says that he got the idea to capture Sonic from an egghead he went to college with. Wink nudge, not so. But anyway, he gave them only one access, a giant loop-de-loop. KO believes it to be a trap, and so offers to go first. The only thing is, he doesn't know how to.
Why don't you try a spin dash? Like that, easy!
Sonic wasn't of any help, though, so KO was left to Tails. I'm a Tails hater, but Tails was actually pretty helpful here. And Tails was actually a great mentor and helped KO get his own spin dash. But Duo found that the Master Emerald was fashioned on top of Boxman's machine. He reveals that the Master Emerald was powering up his latest invention, the Robot-y Makey machine, and it turned KO into Metal KO to get...
KO could actually defeat Sonic. Besides the Metal Sonic, I don't know if Metal KO would be able to defeat Sonic, because Metal Sonic couldn't even do it, right?
And Boxman was flattened and defeated. But before they left to their own world, they gave us one last bit.
Life's an adventure! Don't sleep through it! Or you might miss the chance to meet
the lesson.
And that's no good.
We get it.
But this isn't the only time there was a crossover on OKKO, as the next one on this list is a massive Cartoon Network. The one I'm talking about is Crossover Nexus.
This one I like.
It's a love letter to Cartoon Network, and it appeared on Season 2 of OKKO. It begins in a destroyed city, where KO is saved from the villain, Strike, by Garnet from Steven Universe and Ben 10, and the trio flees while being pursued by Strike's blaster. But while fighting the blaster, something terrible happens.
The trick which lets me turn into 10 different super cool aliens.
Oh, that kind of
tricks. I'm stuck like this without it.
Damn.
Garnet, your cool glasses!
We better get moving.
Escaping the blasting, they go into an abandoned building where they find a lot of different heroes from different shows frozen in stone. But when they find Raven, who survived Strike's attack because of a protection spell, and she explained what happened.
Before I got X'd out, I learned this used to be a great city of heroes. But Strike appeared and stole everyone's powers. He was still hungry, so he started summoning heroes from other dimensions to destroy. If we don't stop him, there'll be no...
You worse than Thanos. I thought Thanos was gonna be worse. That man even worse. Going to other world, stealing hero and taking their power because you couldn't feel that you had enough.
Who's left? Anywhere.
But she had lost her powers too, being able to only levitate, but joins the group nonetheless. The four decide to attack Strike's lair head-on, forming their team name. After a bit of teamwork, they got to Strike's lair, and they had a battle where KO got his hands on the blaster.
Whoops, can't forget this.
I'm too young to know. My Omnitrix.
Feels good to be a kid again.
Alright.
Satisfying.
Ready, Garnet? Well, that's all powers restored.
With the playing field now more even, the battle continued. And because the Omnitrix was created with Strike's power, Ben was able to transform into multiple favorite characters. And so, using that, Ben was able to defeat Strike. Garnet reprogrammed the pen, restoring all the damage that was done. Raven then made portals for all the heroes to return to their own worlds, but not before Garnet gave a very special gift to KO.
What gift?
Here.
The Garnet trading card.
Garnet.
Up next, we have an episode that pulled two boys out of their home on Earth and reimagined them as residents of a world that's in space. The episode in question is Phineas and Ferb, Star Wars. Guys, I need you to know I love Phineas and Ferb, okay? This crossover made...
This one that I like, but I don't like Star Wars like that, so... It's like, do I really want to, like, tell y'all about it? No. Do I want to see it? Maybe. It's difficult for me with Star Wars.
Made its appearance in Season 4 of Phineas and Ferb. They were just doing all the crossovers in Season 4, which is considered to be non-canon this episode. After a Star Wars introduction paragraph,
what do you mean by
Harry
non-canon?
the Rebel Puss breaks into the Imperial and steals a disc containing the plans for the Death Star. He then goes back to Princess Leia's ship.
What is the Death Star supposed to be for? Is it going to, like, destroy the planet? Or the whole universe.
Vader's Star Destroyer intercepts Leia's ship, forcing her to load the disc into R2-D2. After seeing R2 and 3PO entering an escape pod, Candace, Baljeet, and Buford, who are all stormtroopers, chase them. Meanwhile, we get a peek on what Doof is up to.
Well, when they see my new invention, they'll be singing a different tune. All I need is to get my hands on a little bit of force to get it up and running. Where am I going to find some extra force?
The force surrounds us.
And then that will be like the
galaxy.
Yeah, I've seen the
Silver
Candace, Baljeet, and Buford are on the trail of the droids until their commander sends them into Mos Eisley. The droids don't have a better time either, though, as they are captured by Jawas. I hate Jawas. And sold to Owen Lars, eventually hiding with R2-D2. Along with Perry, collides into Phineas and Ferb. When the boys discover the disc, they try to return it, which takes them to Mos Eisley, where they encounter Watto's son.
Watto's son. I guess Watto's son is something that you would never ever hear about.
Blotto. It sounds like George Lucas would do it, so it's authentic in my book. But they get caught in the crossfire, pursued by the stormtroopers. Determined to give the disc back, though, they get introduced to Isabella Garcia Shapiro, captain of the Centennial Chihuahua. The Chihuahua catches up to the Millennium Falcon, but both end up getting caught in a tractor beam. And that's where the boys come in.
Learn to deflect your shield with a clicking mechanism. Give it a try. This had better work, or you two are floating home.
I don't think we could float all the way home. I mean, we wouldn't survive 15 seconds in the cold vacuum of space.
It's a figure of speech.
It worked. It even smells like donuts in here. Nice touch, Ferb.
Darth and Schmerz reveals his new Sithinator, a machine that will make him a Sith Lord, even more evil than Vader. Ferb knocks Perry's carbonite slab out of the way of a blast from the Sithinator, only begins his transformation.
From being good to evil, and then evil to good.
With any luck, he's gonna be so evil when he gets on his feet.
Meanwhile, Phineas saves Candace from a fall, which makes her question her loyalties. He then gives the Death Star to Isabella while he looks for his brother, but he wouldn't find the brother that he knew.
I found this, the Sithinator. I've modified it so I can create an army of Sith warriors. Join me on the dark side.
Ferb turned to the dark side permanently. Do you think Phineas could actually beat him in a laser bar duel, or is Ferb too overpowered? Drop your tape down below.
Phineas and the two brothers fight. Isabella travels to Yavin and delivers the Death Star plans, and after a bit of convincing by her rival, agrees to join the rebellion. This is also the decision taken by Candace and her team. Together with the stormtroopers, they put an end to both of the battles and manage to destroy the Sithinator, which returns Ferb back to normal. Our British bloke is back. There was just one last thing, though, to do. Attack the Death Star. But they were too late and left stranded. Candace, Phineas, and Ferb realize that they are related, though. And just when we were about to find out about Phineas' father, this happened.
When I did all that, I thought they actually died with the plane.
Isabella luckily saves the group, and on the other hand, Darth and Schmerz, I love that name, escapes Perry's ship on a small escape pod, while Perry makes his way to Yavin to join the celebration for the Death Star's destruction. The rebels then enjoy a dance party, which ends in something sweet for Phineas.
Hey, farm boy. You're not related, are we?
Oh, not a chance. I only have just the one sister.
Good.
Next one takes a
why can't that be me? Why I can't get the girl? why Phineas gotta get her? Come on, is it because my age, my looks? Like, yeah, I get the female, please?
Superhero and pits him against a team of turtles in a full movie. Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This movie was released in 2019, combining the two fandoms together.
Yeah,
We're first taken to Gotham, where we see Barbara Gordon. While touring Powers Industrial, she witnesses a power generator being stolen by the Foot Clan, those dang ninjas, and mistakenly clubs the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the bad guys. So Batman does what he does best and lays a trap. And, you know, it's Batman we're talking about here.
Yeah, it's Batman. The richest DC hero ever. Besides Iron Man, Batman is the richest, so it's Batman.
The boss gave him the night off. Me, I always work late.
Working independently but towards the same goal, Batman drives off the Foot Clan, along with the Shredder, while the Ninja Turtles drive off the Penguin. And then the two meet with...
I want to know who is Batman's actual top villain. Everybody say it's Joker. But I don't think Joker is the top villain for Batman. Or is he?
And so we get this epic fight scene.
I got this.
The last thing was help Batman. A leg sweep? No. You tell me. Batman throws every punch and just leg sweep you? At that point, take that shit off and walk right back home. Cause you not know mutant turtle anymore.
Evil love and having evil babies. Causes though, it will make Shredder immortal for a machine that will turn the citizens into monsters. But you know, it gets worse because the villains they have another alliance on their own.
Y'all know what I meant by love. Oh, Joker.
The two trade a vial of the TCRA mutagen for the Joker Venom formula, adding another layer to their already powerful plan. And Joker, being Joker, he uses it on himself.
It already powerful anyway. Now, putting that Joker thing with the mutant would make it 10 times worse.
And his fellow inmates. This, of course, brings the superheroes on the scene, which ends in something no one saw coming.
Of course, it's a difficult concoction to make in large doses.
They're gonna test it on Batman. Cause they are Joker already testing on himself.
It turns him into a freaking mutant vampire bat who attacks the others in a frenzy. Luckily, Batgirl had the anti-venom, and after a fight, they were able to inject it into Batman. But they were too late. All of it was just a distraction. Realizing that Shredder and Roz will be at Ace Chemicals with the Cloud Seeder, they reach a peak here. And the final battle was the final nail in the coffin as both teams worked together.
Yeah, Robin, Batman, Batgirl, and
Batman fights Shredder, and Leo engages Roz, while Donnie and Mikey sabotage the Cloud Seeder as it launches. Together, they defeat their enemies, destroying Ace Chemicals, and they celebrate with a pizza party before the Turtles leave for New York. And y'all, we still got some crazy more coming up for you. But next, we've got some grandfatherly advice going to a boy coming from an unlikely place. The episode I'm talking about is Say Uncle. This one featured in Season 2 of Steven Universe, and it brought in Uncle Grandpa to offer some advice to Steven, since...
I want to know what year Uncle Grandpa actually got canceled. Cause I hate when they actually cancel Uncle Grandpa off of Cartoon Network.
He couldn't open his mother's portal. Apparently, all of this is not canon, but he was going to help Steven. Guessing that it was Belly Blues, Uncle Grandpa, he tries a few things.
No, your shield only comes out when you need to protect yourself.
Uncle Grandpa,
well then, you just need something to protect yourself from.
But
like this
I
cool
guess
Mega Super Awesome rocket launcher.
Uncle Grandpa, this doesn't seem safe.
Don't worry, kid, I'm wearing a helmet. Where did I put that little kid? Oh yeah, good morning. Oh, let me give you a hand there.
Whoa, where am I?
Steven gets a tour of the RV along with getting introduced to Pizza Steve, Mr. Gus, and Giant Realistic Flying Tiger. Mr. Gus almost reveals the secret to Steven's shield before Pizza Steve enrages him, and the duo gets...
The secret between Steve and Shield. At this point, I still don't understand like the secret behind that shield.
Sucked into a belly bag again. Meanwhile, the Gems use rather interesting methods to find Steven.
Okay,
what method y'all
I'm ready for this episode to end.
Uncle Grandpa. The Gems learn a valuable lesson not to attack strangers, and Uncle Grandpa checks Steven off his list. But the next one on the list would bring two heroes from different shows together to save the world. The episode I'm talking about is Ben 10 Generator Rex Heroes United. This one, it It appeared in the last season of Generator Rex, if you remember that show, and it brought Ben 10 into Rex's world, animating him into the style as well. When a mysterious rift opens in the skies above Manhattan, Rex is called to the scene, only to find himself face to face with someone terrifying.
You just made a humongous mistake.
And it takes a while for the two boys to understand that neither of them are there to destroy the world. Well, Ben is shocked to learn that he was no longer in his own dimension. Meanwhile, there was a creature that had escaped from the giant orb, which blasts, doing something that destroys Rex.
Wow. So that can actually destroy him, or can it actually destroy Ben? I really wasn't even paying attention when he said that. I was gonna go back and try to hear it, but nah.
6! Hold on! Holiday, 6 is down!
Alright.
This is all your fault!
Ben! How Ben?
With 6 in a coma, Rex blames Ben for it, causing his team to imprison him. Oh, hell no. He only to find that none of his loved ones exist in this world. The two of them finally come to a truce, though, and find out the orb's true origins.
As long as superhero, try to get there on time instead of being like too late, because you don't know what might happen. Like somebody probably might get stabbed, shot, killed, or robbed, or something.
The power to change life itself.
After failing to get Rex's nanite, the Alpha went after Ben. And arms and humongous, Rex was able to disable Alpha's imitation Ultimatrix powers, but loses his own powers in the process. It made their enemy into the Alpha Omega and became so powerful that it was nearly unstoppable. But this time, it was Ben's turn to step in with a genius plan.
I'm not talking about a nanite.
Oh, upgrade.
Hey! What are you? Okay, that feels weird.
Whoa. The movie I'm talking about is none other than The Jetsons Meet the Flintstones. This is a 1987 made-for-television movie, The Jetsons and the Flintstones. So we begin in the space.
I'm thinking about something else because I'm not sure if this crossover ever happened.
Age where Elroy is busy working on a time machine, and George Jetson comes to Mr. Spacely's office for a serious discussion.
I have my suspicions where that leak is coming from, and it's you!
Me? George finds out that Cogswell's robot computer, Sarah, has been seducing Spacely's robot computer named Rudy into leaking the boss's secrets, and Rudy wasn't about to let George...
Hey, if you got a talking computer, don't be telling everything to that computer. Definitely save you out.
Tonight. Back in the Stone Age, though, Wilma and Betty try to arrange a vacation, make it come true, to get back to the Jetsons, and goes to Rudy, who finally does the right thing.
Alright, Rosie, you gotta do all that. Like, at first, I thought Rosie was gonna, like, make a joke about it or something, but I guess, no.
You understand, Rudy? I guess an old friend like Mr. J doesn't mean as much as your new girlfriend.
Shut up!
I'll help. We'll get Mr. J back.
And so they fix the time machine, and Rosie is transported to the Stone Age, where she finds her family. Now able to return home, the Jetsons leave, taking Fred's car with them, and it gave Mr. Spacely the perfect idea. And now we've arrived at the
where y'all will put this at?
Biggest episode on this list, and that is
Dad
Night of the Hurricane. This episode brought together 3 favorite shows: The Cleveland Show, Family Guy, and American Dad. It appeared on all 3 of the shows, and we start in season 3 of The Cleveland Show. It's Stoolbend, and because Cleveland believed that it was just a media hype, they didn't evacuate. It forced the Browns to cancel their vacation plans, though, and in the meantime, Cleveland Jr. had...
American Dad, Family Guy, and Cleveland Show all got into like one universe. So that's why it like surprising to certain people.
News of his own.
Nope, I don't believe in God.
Hey,
I don't believe in God.
It completely shocked the rest of the family, who then spend most of the episode just to hallucinate more and more vividly, and it only goes away when he drinks enough water to make a
Ryan, you have to have been drunk to be thinking like that.
Camel jealous. By the way, guys, drink water. It's good for you. It's cool.
Yeah,
All right. On the other hand, even though Meg finally got the courage to stand up to everyone in her family, it didn't end as well as she had hoped.
They all turned on each other like a pack of wolves.
And make water
so what?
like
That's not
your
your problem.
alcohol.
Do you think it's possible that this family can't survive without some sort of lightning rod to absorb all the sleepless beats?
Hardcore like December. Yeah. Try to hold